Hey, what's up, guys? Big V here. We're here in Cologne, Germany at FIBO 2014. This place is absolutely crazy. We're having a great time. We got Big Ron Partlow in the hot seat today. And I'm interviewing him, so this is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm always sitting there interviewing everybody else. So for the first time ever, I get to, you know, kick back and let you do the thinking. I'll just wait for the questions.
Wow, this is great. I got Ron in the hot seat here.
I was worried that you might hit me with you know, surprises. So we'll just see what happens.
We'll see what's going to happen here.
You never know with Val. You know, I never know with Val what's going to come out of this guy's mouth. He's going to set me up.
And this is live. This is great. I love this.
I know.
So, Ron, what do you think of FIBO so far?
Well, you know,
like, let me explain something here. Ron is, there's fans lining up for the guy. Like, Bon Jovi doesn't have anything on this guy. It's absolutely crazy. He's got fans all around coming. Like, Ron's a celebrity. He's a star. This guy's been around bodybuilding for a long, long time. And, like, he's paid his dues. If there's one thing Ron has, he's paid his dues. And
well, you know, you were telling me how big FIBO was and how it was bigger than the Arnold and bigger than the Olympia, and you know, I guess we get caught up in thinking about that little corner of the industry that's fitness and bodybuilding and supplements, and I guess I wasn't fully prepared for FIBO to be so many other things. Like, there's an entire hall for spas and massage chairs that's the size of this hall. Yes. There's another hall that's just martial arts that's the size of this hall. You know, like, it's not just a fitness bodybuilding industry, but it's anything to do with exercise, health, relaxation. You know, like,
health and fitness. It's amazing.
Is there the hall with 500 spin bikes in it?
Right.
You know, like crazy shit like that. So I just I wasn't expecting it to literally be 5 times the size of the Arnold.
Right.
You would never see the whole thing.
Never.
In 4 days.
And there's like fans that, you know, we're here from Germany. We got people from Germany, Italy, Russia, Bulgaria, China,
Morocco,
Aruba. I mean, these people flew here to see all these great bodybuilders, and it's just, it blows me away that people come all the way here for it.
I know.
You know,
we hop on a plane and we fly from, you know, you go from Toronto to, you know, Vegas, or I go Edmonton to Vegas, and we think that's traveling to a show, but, you know, people from Africa, Asia, people traveling from different continents for this, and it is, you really see the scope of how they do things in Europe. I mean, the population here is so much more massive than what we see in North America.
Right.
And that's, you have to come to understand.
And the fans are a little bit different than the North American fans.
They're very hungry to see us because, you know, in North America, we almost get spoiled. We got, you know, guest posers at every show. And we could just shoot down to the Olympia on a 3-hour plane ride and see everybody. But over here, man, they're fucking hungry to see.
They're nuts.
You know, they want to see this stuff. They want to see the latest. They want to come to the booth and get products and shirts and meet everybody. And so it's you got to come to understand. You know, my friends back in Canada who asked me, "Oh, how big is it?" It's fucking it's unbelievably big. Like, you get lost. You would never see the odds of you even running into someone you know if they're here. They might be in another hall. Yeah. You don't even see them. Yeah, it's crazy.
So, Ron, let me ask you, how did you get into bodybuilding? Like, I've known you now for 16, 17 years.
Yeah, I don't even.
And how did you get into bodybuilding?
Well, I was 13 years old, and I was watching The Late Show with my dad, and Conan the Barbarian was on. And he was pushing the big slave wheel. And I said, I want to look like that. And my dad kind of laughed. He goes, it would take you 10 years to look like that. And I was like, let's get going.
Wow.
And so I found out you had to be 14 to join the gym. So started playing around in the basement with some weights for a few months, just doing some exercises, you know, out of a magazine.
Like we all started.
I started collecting flexes and muscle and fitness and, you know,
because back in the day when you started, it was like totally different. Like, I've been around this for 24, 25 years. It was just magazines. We didn't have internet.
No.
You just had to pick up a magazine, read it, try and understand it, and take it from there and make it into your own way of doing it.
We were starving for information, and every month you go to the newsstand, and I'd grab Iron Man, Muscle and Fitness. MD wasn't even around then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Flex. You grab everything you could back then to get information, and that's the only source you had. You know, you couldn't contact any of these guys. They seemed like Hollywood superstars. It was like trying to get like now, like I can email Dorian and ask him, can I come to Temple? Like you can call Jay and that's like someone now just calling Brad Pitt and asking him if they want to go for lunch. That's the equivalent of what it was like back then, you know?
Right.
And so things have changed a lot, but
and a lot of people should take advantage of those things because you know,
you guys don't realize how much more access you have to the information now.
Online magazines and stuff. It's you know, we didn't really have those things when we started. So we're kind of like old school.
Yeah.
You know, we're like old school when we've done
I think that's one of the reasons why I appreciate everything so much is because I've seen the evolution of not just bodybuilding, but the evolution of the media, the evolution of the magazines, the evolution of, you know, now we're at these videos and we're filming movies.
Yeah, we're like live here at the booth.
You know,
like,
to even see moving footage of a pro training was a huge deal back then.
Right.
Like I remember ordering Dorian's Blood and Guts out of the back of a fucking Flex magazine.
Yeah.
And back then you send a money order, you just send it away.
Right.
And it just goes away and you just wait.
And you pray that this book is.
You hope it gets there.
Right.
And then 2 months later you get a VHS tape in the mail and you're like, holy, you know.
And you're running to pop it in.
Yeah. So that's how it was for me back when I started. And I guess I was 14 when I started the gym, and I just remember asking a few guys, you know, how big do I have to be to compete? And, you know, I got a few honest opinions. They were like, you're pretty tall. You're going to have to be 225, 230 pounds on stage.
And when you started, what did you start when you got into gym?
I was 135 pounds.
Holy. And now you are?
Yeah, I'm like, 300 right now, but, you know, so
you can imagine how many meals Ronnie in the last 20 years.
I don't remember what it's like to not.
Well, there's a few pictures of you up on the screen there.
Yeah, there you go. You know, I don't remember what it's like to not train. You know, I don't understand what life would be like to not train. I don't even know. I can't comprehend it.
You have like bodybuilding running through your blood.
Yeah. Just it's a part of me. I'll never leave this industry. I know that for certain. I'm here for life, no matter what I do. You know, that's why I'm so appreciative of Mutant, is I'm getting an opportunity to sort of maybe set myself up to be relevant beyond competing, beyond those days. You know, I know we can't all do this forever, the competing thing and the being 300 pounds.
One day this comes to an end.
Well, one day it comes to an end, and you know, I really have tried to pay attention to what, you know, my idols have done after the stage, like, you know, like what Dorian's doing with his company, and what Jay's doing now, like, and, you know, stuff like that. And you got to take lessons from those guys, and see, you know, I don't want to leave the industry. I want to be here afterwards, you know. So that's I'm really excited, and I know I'm going to do it. Like, I just know I'm going to do it.
Right.
No doubt.
Right. I heard in your spare time. You like playing the guitar.
Yeah.
How do these fingers,
well, I didn't say
massive hands of yours?
I'm not good. I just I like to. I fell in love with the guitar when I was young, and like a teenager, and I played off and on. You know, I'm not a wizard or anything, but I can jam and I can riff, and
that's good.
You know, I can pick up a guitar. I used to bartend, and a couple of the cover bands that would come in would say, "Hey, Ron, why don't you get up and jam with us?"
Right.
So I'd come around the bar and I'd put on a guitar and I'd jam out some AC/DC on stage with them and stuff. And those were some of the funnest days of my life. You know, if I had to pick memories that I'll never forget, it would probably be when I, you know, got to play with some of the bands when I used to bartend. You know, those that's so fun. You're just in front of 500 people in a bar, you know, jamming out, playing, you know, Highway to Hell or something. You know, and I collect guitars too, so, you know, that's a hobby of mine. I love them.
You collect guitars?
Yeah, I think they're pieces of art. I think they're works of art. You know, they're beautiful. I love it. I can't listen to music that doesn't have guitars in it.
Right.
Yeah.
You also, from what I was told, you did BMX freestyle?
Yeah.
Explain what freestyle is.
Doing tricks on bikes. That's what adults think of it as. But, you know, riding half pipes, riding quarter pipes, flatland, street riding, you know, doing tricks off stairs. You know, it's throwing your body.
Do you think you can still do it at 300 pounds?
No.
I think you make that bike pretty small, bro.
See, they even got a picture of me doing some flatland. I can't believe they pulled that up. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always liked doing stuff that was different. You know, coming from Canada, everyone plays hockey, and I just wanted to do different stuff. You know, I did play some football, and I loved it, and I was good at it, but it wasn't my thing. I like to be by myself, throwing my body at something. And you know,
one-man team.
Yeah, you know, and if I wasn't doing 360s on skis, I was doing 360s on bikes, and now I'm, you know, getting under squat bars and doing crazy stuff in the gym.
That's great.
So I was always just kind of into that stuff. I want to be different, you know. I always wanted to be different.
Right. So you've been competing since what year?
1997.
1997 was your very first show.
Yeah, 21 years old. I did a regional show and I won, and I just expected there to be a whole bunch of 21-year-olds that look like me.
And what is your record in the Nationals when you trying to get a pro card?
Yeah.
And from what I was told, you were already offered a pro card.
Yeah.
And you didn't accept it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you accept a pro card? Like, guys want this card. Guys go, I want to be an IFBB pro. You said, no, I'm not gonna. No, I want to win this thing.
Yeah.
And I think you did it right, because a lot of times they just hand these cards out, and it takes a guy like yourself to say, no, I want to win. I want to win the overalls, and I want to do it properly.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess that was just it. I'm at the point now where I just want to make sure that I get respect. I want to earn respect from everybody, and I mean, I did win my class in 07, so if they would have given me a pro card that day, I would have been totally fine with it.
Absolutely.
You know, a national champion, even though I didn't win the overall, I would have been totally fine with a pro card that day.
And how many seconds have you gotten?
I have 7 runner-ups at nationals, and
7 runner-ups at nationals.
And
that's a great, like.
And I have 2 more at North Americans in the 35 supers.
So that's 9.
9, and then I won my class in 07, but didn't get the card. So technically, I've got like kind of 10 near misses, you know.
So like in the last 10 years, you've been in the top 3.
I've been in the top 2.
Top 2.
8 times at nationals, yeah.
That's a good record.
Yeah, not bad. You know, I've only got a couple out of it. You know, I got a 6th, a 5th, a 4th, a 3rd, and then I have 7 seconds and a 1st. So that's my record at nationals. But you know, it's you know,
and you still got a few more in you?
Oh yeah, man. I'm still banging away. I still get up every morning.
And Mutant, of course, there's supplements that we take. It's keeping your body fresh, keeping you going.
Yeah, and I mean, Mutant's been so great to me. It's nice to, you know, the main thing about the supplements with Mutant, you know, is that, you know, you see these guys that have sponsors and they get their product and they trade it with someone for something else.
Absolutely.
And I don't do that, so that's nice to actually get products that you use and believe in, and you know.
And you know, just like myself, we've been around for 20, 25 years. Sometimes you read things on these labels, and what's on the label is not what's inside the bottle.
Yeah, so.
And if there's one thing that Mutant guarantees, what's on the label is inside the bottle, inside the bag.
Yeah, and we talked to Jim yesterday about how we're, you know, we're responsible. Like we do all our own formulations, and we do all our own.
Everything is done in-house.
Yeah, custom flavors, that sort of stuff. We don't order anything and just throw
we
the bottle.
copy somebody else.
Yeah,
everything is different. This is like custom made.
But that's the theme with the whole company, not just the product, the videos, the lab reports. It's all stuff that no one else is doing, and that's what I'm attracted to.
Like we already had this planned out last year about this lab report, and here we are in Cologne, Germany, live doing this. Like it still blows me away because Ryan Keller said to me, my goal next year is to do a live lab report, and you guys. It was supposed to be done here in Cologne, but you guys did this a few weeks back at the Arnold's. So you guys warmed up there to be here in Germany.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule. It went really well.
Right.
And I'm, you know, I mean, I love the opportunity I get at Mutant to be. Oh, I guess. Well, I don't want to say face of the brand because we got a lot of faces, a lot of characters on this team, but they do trust me with the microphone. They do trust me to communicate with the fans and
You're
sort
Big
of
Ron.
be a media outlet for them, and that's a responsibility that I take seriously. And you know, I just want to make sure that I represent the company and the other guys too. I mean, my job's not just to push the brand. My job is to make sure that I promote the shit out of all these guys.
Right.
And when they're doing shows, pump them. When they're doing, you know, anything, I gotta pump them. Here's Big Ryan coming. What's he gonna say?
He's coming in here. This is Ryan Keller.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows Ryan.
Everybody knows who Ryan is. Come on.
You got to give a shout out to.
There we go.
We good there?
We good?
That's better. Yeah. Got to give a shout out to your ladies at home.
Yes, we do. I want to. Yeah, no, good point, Ryan. You know, it is an individual sport, but it's all about the support we get from everybody else. You know. And I was talking to Ryan earlier. I was going to say hi to my girlfriend Emily. She's watching.
Emily, what's going on?
Yeah, and you know,
I'm taking care of him. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's exactly what she wants to hear. She wants to know that you're taking care of me. No, but it is the support and the understanding that we get from the people around us that makes this possible. Bodybuilding's a lot, and now on top of bodybuilding, I've got traveling overseas fucking 4 times this year, 10 trips to the States, you know, so she misses me, and you know, so I just want to say hi, baby.
So you're going to be at the next one is what? Body Power.
Body Power UK.
You'll be there.
We're gonna smoke it in the UK. We're gonna go to Temple Gym and film a mutant on a mission. And
maybe Rob might be my training partner for that one. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We'll do something crazy. But yeah, I just appreciate everything.
Well,
thanks, guys.
This is about it. We're going to wrap it up here in Cologne, Germany, 2014. We're live here at the booth. We'll be back. Ron's going to be sitting here taking over my job, and it was a pleasure interviewing Ron.
Yeah.
So
I just want to say one thing, because everyone's asking me when I'm going to be on stage again. I'm taking this year off. I finally got healthy in a couple of the spots that were really bad, and I'm going to train all year and get better. And I'll be back on stage in 2015 at the Canadian Nationals, and I'm coming for that fucking show, because I'm tired of second.
Yeah, no more
and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Thank you, Mutant Nation. Thanks for everybody around the world watching. We'll be back in a few.